Essex County Express, this is the big one, right? So let's randomize those locations. Let's pop them into play. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of them get shoved off to the side. We have one randomized train car. Here's how it looks. We're just going to go ahead and shove them a bit more evenly, I guess. How's that look? I don't know. It's fine. Put them all like this again. It's good enough. We begin play at this first train. Take a look at our deck upgrades before we get fully set up. Daisy's dropping 2 old books of lore for 2 old books of lore. I'm hoping that'll help us get set up. It'll be a cost saving for both of them. Pretty good card. Costs 1 less itself. So, it's a good upgrade. I like it. For Rita, we're dropping a Meat Cleaver and 2 Stunning Blows for a second copy of Ornate Bow and 2 Unrelentings. I wasn't sure about these. They were going to be Dauntless Spirits. And the only reason I didn't go with Dauntless Spirits is because of the train car movement mechanic. Adding more cards with no icons actually printed on them sounded like a losing proposition to me. So I didn't want to do that. Come on. Okay. So we'll draw our opening hand and then we'll spawn at that first location. 5 cards for Daisy. Let's hide that. And 5 cards for Rita. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So you need to go a little fast. But it's not that big of a deal if you don't go too fast. I think Armitage is not doing a lot for us. I think Professor William Webb is not doing a lot for us. I think Mind Over Matter is not doing a lot for us. I would much rather have one of my books or better allies. Over here, I think I can safely drop a cheap shot. And I feel like I should drop a sweeping kick. Now that I've got the ornate, starting with the Ornate Bow. So let's do that. We got 3 over here. A Deduction, a Witten, and a Calling in Favors. That's pretty good, I think. And then a Sneak By and an Unrelenting. Okay. I don't mind seeing this Calling in Favors. It does give me an Agility icon. If I can get a second Agility icon, I'm a bit safer going from one train to another. So that's nice. Okay. Let's bring our cards up here. We'll see what this first train car is. Oh, can't be investigated. Spend 3 clues to discover a clue. That sucks. That is a terrible one to get first. We're at 4, and I think that you what is it? You would ignore the forced effect on the first one that spawns, but it doesn't have one. That's an awful one to get first because I just don't have that much money right off the bat. But it does mean we can get out of here pretty easily. So that's okay. Whew. Okay. Daisy and Rita. Whoops. What happened? Went to her hand. Didn't mean to do that. I guess the question is, who can afford to spend money at the start? I feel like Rita can... She has a sweeping kick in hand. She can get away with not playing the bow right away. And she has a bunch of economy stuff in hand. So hopefully I can get some of that money squeezed out of her later. So she's going to spend 1, 2, 3 for one of the clues. Hey, Chris. Made it just in time. Perfect. It's nice having an audience. Don't get too much performance anxiety, I guess, right? Second action, we're going to toss out an investigate. What's the worst thing that can happen on an investigate? If you fail and end your turn, lose all remaining actions and end your turn immediately. To be honest, investigate throwing a take heart in is not the worst way for that to go off. Oh, it can't be investigated, actually, right? Yeah, it cannot be investigated, so I can't even intentionally toss that away. So we'll gain a resource, and then we'll spend another 3 resources for a clue. So that clears that first car. And I've got a VP unlock. So that's fine. For Daisy, we're going to play Dr. Mallison. Are we going to call in favors right off the bat? I do have like 10 allies. I have 11 allies total, and 2 of them out, so like 9 out of 29 is pretty good odds. The question is just, do I get someone that's actually useful, and do I get someone... Mallison's really useful in this scenario just to soak 2 health, because Daisy really needs that. But I think we are going to play the Calling in Favors. Top 9 cards for an ally card and play it. This guy returns to my hand. Wow, I only get Christopher. Brutal. 1, 2, 3. He goes to my hand at least. And then you know what? We'll just we'll take a resource because we're gonna need some resources to play some other stuff. And we're gonna need to get him into play again for some soak. But hopefully the next car we can just perception deduction get through it real quick. So upkeep with Daisy, a research librarian, and another sweeping kick on Rita. Ooh, did I shuffle that deck? Yeah, I did shuffle that deck. Okay, fine. 1 Doom. I shuffled this in the last one, but that's okay. I did forget to mention I added the -3. It is added. You see 16 there instead of 15. And we'll do our first encounter card on Daisy, an Ancient Evils. And then cause a steam. Test 3 willpower. If you fail, take 2 damage. Video game. 3 against 3. Should I put the take card into that? Yeah. Whew. Close. 2 damage, 2 cards. Nice. Look what I found. That's actually quite good. Okay. So we'll do some trailblazing with Rita. I think we're going to play this cherished keepsake first, and then take the move. Connected to the locations to the right and left of it. Gain 3 resources. Remember that you have stolen a passenger's luggage. It has a single clue on it. Okay. That's funny. And then I think we're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Vroke. I should know that. Play this ornate bow. Okay, these are interesting ones to get first. Because now my damage and horror is very backloaded on the scenario, but that's okay. I'm a lot happier having this bow in play, the 2 kicks. Yeah, okay, that's good. So Daisy, we're gonna have her just walk forward 1. So I think we're in the not quite so danger zone now. I think she's gonna steal the luggage. I don't remember. Does stealing the luggage actually do anything? I don't remember. Could have been anyone, even Cadentia. I don't think Cadentia would watch me play solo. Remember, you stolen passenger's luggage. I don't think stealing the passenger's luggage even does anything, right? So we'll steal the luggage, and then we will go 1, 2 for that research librarian, and we will search our deck for... Do I want the old book of lore? The upgraded old book of lore? Yeah, I think I do. I'll get that upgraded old book of lore. Would have already been yelled at, yeah. So, what did I do again? Oh yeah, I used the action there. That was the other. Yeah, okay, so I'm good. All right. Upkeep. Easy mark. Okay. 3 out of 4. Excuse me, I almost said 3 out of 2. I only give positive feedback. Hey, that's good though. That's nice. Rotting remains. Test 3 against 3. Okay. -4. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And Rita. Frozen in Fear, which is perfectly fine for us to get now. We do want to get rid of it, though. So we'll go ahead with Daisy first. We will plop down this Old Book of Lore. We will use the Old Book of Lore on ourselves. And we will spend a charge to put an archaic glyphs into play for free. Wonder if I should do the encyclopedia instead. And also I'm doing it like this instead. Yeah, we'll do that. Got the encyclopedia later. So we're 6 against 2. We 8 against 2. Sorry. 6 against 4 is 2 up. So we'll investigate this with the perception committed. And we'll use an archaic glyphs charge. Because we can play really improbably if this succeeds. So 5, 6, 7, 8 against 4. Oh yeah, look at all that trash just falling out of the trash because I'm no good at using these. Oh, baby! Draw a card for each tome you control. Well, I only control 1 tome. So we definitely get to... I could almost play Witten, couldn't I? Could I play Witten? How much did I just succeed by? I just succeeded by 4, didn't I? Let's pop Witten into play. Draw a card from her Elder Sign effect. I don't think I shuffled that. Oh, maybe I did. Okay. And then a card... Oh, a card from the Perception. It should have been that Burning the Midnight Oil, but whatever. And then the clue. Okay. What have we got for icons in hand? I can do all of them. I can do any of them. So we're just going to do the move now. See what we got. 2 agility or 2 damage. It's that massive clue location one. I don't really want to lose the encyclopedia if I can avoid it, but 2 damage is a lot. It just kills Witten outright. And maybe I should have taken that into consideration when I just played her for free instead of Malison. Hold on. This is a reaction after you reveal. This isn't after you enter. So do you enter and then reveal, or do you reveal then enter? Come on. I don't want to look this shit up. What is it, like 27 maybe? Uh, 15. If an investigator moves to an unrevealed location, that location is revealed by turning it to its other side, placing a number of clues on it. Okay, so you move, then reveal. Okay. And presumably entering is moving into it. So you enter it, then reveal it. Okay. Yeah, we'll take 1 and 1. I think that's okay. And then we'll trigger Witten to look at the top 6 cards for tome or relic. Get our encyclopedia. I think I'm missing a buck from Milan from that. That's fine. We'll investigate 5, 6, 7, 8 against 1 for 2 clues. Okay. Should have used the glyphs again. Forgot about that. I'll use glyphs next time. And a buck from Milan. Okay. Rita, you need to get away from this thing. Do you have a double agility, or can you just take the damage? Yeah, you do have a double agility, so we'll walk in, discarding sneak by. And then we will just... Should I just toss out some wild-ass investigates? I may as well while I still have -1s in the bag. -1. Okay. So that's that turn. Upkeep, deny. And Peter. Hey, there we go. Doom advances. The leftmost location from the game goes with the victory display. Discard all clues. Boop. And we're at 3. Get a helpless passenger at the location to your left, which surges to another helpless passenger at the location at your left. And that surges. Don't forget to test Frozen in Fear. It was 3 against 3. Okay, it failed. And that surges into an Ancient Evils. Thank you. And then another Frozen in Fear. Okay, so it's pretty obvious to me what Daisy's doing on her turn, which is to investigate 7 against 1 with an Archaic Glyphs. -4 is 3 against 1, so she puts an Encyclopedia into play. She will use an Encyclopedia charge to give Rita +2 willpower for the turn. And then she will... I think we're just eating a bunch of horror off these, unfortunately. Yeah, it's likely we're just going to be eating a lot of horror off these. Is there anything else I'd like to play? Not really. We'll just keep investigating. 7 against 1. Oh, that's 2 clues, right? And then in a buck from Milan. Ah! Okay. And then I've got some time. Maybe I should do a card draw. I mean, if I'm going to do a card draw, I'd just as soon use Obol. Man, my nose is really itchy. I think I've got a mustache hair tickle in the tip of it or something. Let's do an old book of lore onto Daisy, or onto Rita, actually. So we'll take 3 cards from her. Okay, we'll just give her another Unrelenting. Okay, so Rita, we're gonna play an easy mark on her. 2 resources, and a card. Look what I found. Cool, 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 cool. We will 1, 2, 3 play Peter, and then we will take another resource. At the end of the turn, we are testing 6 against 3 for the first one. That's gone. And then 6 against 3 for the second one. That's gone. We get our upkeeps. Another old book and hoods. But hoods is going to be pretty easy to deal with the bow. 2 out of 3. We're about to get killed. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck and discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If a copy of that card is discarded, take 2 horror. I think I'm going to do Witten. Nope, that's not how it works. We're not shuffling that either. Ah, bugger. Okay, 2 horror. Let's go like that. The likelihood of that was pretty low, and I wouldn't mind replacing her just to play William anyways, right? So we each lose an action, and with 4 or more damage, must also discard an asset he or she controls. So I guess we're losing the keepsake on Rita, which is a bummer. But we can get out of here pretty reasonably. I think we're gonna go with Rita first, so she'll take a shot with the bow. What is this? 8 against 3. They're toast. And then she's just gonna reload it to make sure that it's ready. Do I have to get out of here? Actually, I don't remember. Is it 2 that go this time? Am I about to die? I don't remember. Anyways, hopefully it's not. We'll do our last investigate with Daisy. It's 1? Okay. Thank you. We'll do our last investigate with Daisy, 6 against 1, and we'll use this. An Elder Sign, so I get to draw 2 cards. Let's trigger the Archaic Glyphs first to put William into play. I may as well. And then I'll get my 2 draws and the clue. Whoops. Okay, Necronomicon comes into play, and let's just shove the old book out of hand, I think. Yeah, let's shove the old book out of hand. I think crushing some tests is a little bit better. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, all right. And then, do I really want to move into one of those last action? I think it can spawn an enemy. So I think I don't. Who do I have left? I have William, a medical student. Yeah, I think last action I'm going to just calling in favors on Milan. And look at the top 9 cards of my deck for an ally. Art student, the sophist can just secret that up, but that's fine. Yeah, let's the med student could heal her for 1-on-1. I kind of like that. Let's put the med student into play and heal her. Yeah, okay. Fine. Should have used the old bowl before I did my investigation, I guess. That's okay. So there's no point using the encyclopedia. We'll do our upkeep. Are there archaic glyphs and a manual dexterity? Doom goes up. These guys are all discarded. So when they're discarded, if he leaves play, we each take a horror. So these guys both leave play. Along with this, we each take a horror. So 1 and 1. And then I'll go 1 and kill off the medical student. Should I just play Milan right back over her? I think I take that one to the chin, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Did I forget anything else? Discard clues, right. Okay. But I gotta go really quick now, don't I? Urgent Monstrosity, the location to your right, or the location if there is no... Or your location if there is no location to your right. Is Ender's Play exhausted. And then you get Terror from Beyond. That's unfortunate. I think I say skill, right? Yeah, I think I just lose these Unrelentings. As much as I kind of don't want to. Is that right? I sure don't want to lose the deny. Place 1 Doom on the current agenda. Best choice, clearly. Yeah. Okay. I'm going a little too slow, I think. He has to make the choice. Okay. Let's go with Rita first. She'll walk in. 2 intellect icons. Okay, so we'll discard a look what I found. Because Peter's all full up right now. And then we'll shoot this guy once with the ornate bow. 8 against 4 is what I said it was before. Okay, so we deal 3 damage. No, not 33, just 3, please. And then I'm going to reload the bow. I think that I'm a little worried. Whoops, I thought I put that there. I'm a little worried that's slow. Does this guy have a spawn ability? No, he doesn't. Okay. So I just need her to come in and crush a bunch of tests. And that's fine. So she'll walk in. Do I want to discard 2 cards or do I want to take 2 horror? I think I'd probably discard 2 cards. I don't need money. And I don't think I need another encyclopedia. So we'll encyclopedia ourselves and then investigate 7 against 3 twice. 1 clue, 2 clue. How come I'm doing this? There we go. There. Alright. Do our upkeeps, an art student, and an ornate bow. This guy is going to engage Rita. He may as well. And then we get 1 out of 4 doom. Ancient evils. Love to not fail that. What's my bag at right now? These are actually at like -3, right? Oh, did I just draw it to hand? Haha, sure did. Yeah, those are -3s. I could put in like no icons. I could put in 1 icon from Old Book of Lore. Yikes. I'm going to heal a horror from Peter at the end of my last turn. And then Peter's going to die if I fail that as well. So let's have... Oh, man. That's actually kind of nasty. I could put in 2 icons, but it would be deny and an old book. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. No, I can't do 2. I can only do 1. Fuck. Yeah, we're going to put the deny in. We're going to be 2 up. Okay. So we'll take another shot with the ornate bow. We should go with Daisy first so that this location's cleared out of clues. So we'll do another encyclopedia bump. Yeah. Do another encyclopedia bump. 7 against 3. Drawing. Do I control this? It's in my threat area, but it is an asset. I'm pretty sure I control it. I don't remember. Oh, no. What am I talking about? This is all these effects instead. So I'm getting, what am I getting? -1, -2, -3. So I think I get all of these and I fail and lose my entire turn. Choose and discard a card from your hand. There's no cultist enemies in play, fortunately. But I do have to do that, so let's discard... A little worried Daisy's about to eat it if we get a Doom accelerant. For what it's worth, I do think you control it. Yeah, I think you do. That's why you don't get it. So what did I do? I did my encyclopedia and then an investigate. What made me take the spookier spooky book? The tomier tome thing. Playing a couple of assets fast before I had the archaic glyph seemed like it made sense with all these allies gumming up my deck, but it sure doesn't now. Let's discard the archaic glyphs, I guess. I don't think I have time to play that and then crush a bunch of tests. Okay. So we'll ornate bow this guy, 8 against, right? 8 against 4. He's toast. So he's up in the max zone. Come on. Come on. It's just a lot more fun, I think. Right? She'd need to pull one of these for this to go off, or have her commit something and then also not pull a 0. I hate that. She's going to investigate. Let's commit an art student. 3 against 3. Okay, -3, so it doesn't fucking matter. And then investigate again. Two against 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Upkeep. Mind over matter is not very useful. 3 to 4 doom. Oh, fuck. He would have healed up. Let's get rid of the ornate bow. I think I made Daisy lose an action earlier that I shouldn't have. Does that sound right? Yeah, that sounds right to me. Okay, the problem with this is Rita can't get the clues and leave unless she gets the look what I found. Like, she could do this. She could investigate. She could investigate and do the look what I found. And then sweeping kick this guy off of Daisy, which would evade him. And then Daisy could follow us. And we would get our reaction to move if we got these 2 clues with a look what I found. The problem is, I only get 1 shot at it. If I didn't lose that action, I'd be a lot more happier being like, oh, okay, I'll toss in 1 clue. I'll toss in this from Daisy, and then I'll toss in this from Daisy. You know what I mean? But and I don't think Daisy can really go on to win the scenario by herself. She doesn't have any enemy management, and if anything happens, she'd be buggered. So I think that puts me back in a situation where I pretty much have to commit an icon, and I hope I pull one of these. Oh, is that what it says? Everyone loses the action? Oh, yes. Everyone loses an action. Okay. Thank you. I was thinking about... I was reading the action, but asset discard thing backwards. I didn't discard an asset on Daisy last time, and that was correct. So we investigate 3 against 3. Fuck. Well, you know what? We may as well sweeping kick this guy. He is definitely hit and evaded for 2 damage, but we don't get a move out of it. Well, I mean, we may as well kill him, right? And that's Rita. And Daisy doesn't have a way to get 2 clues anyways, right? So, what can you do? Toss a couple investigates out. Doesn't even get it. Alright, well. Upkeep. And we get sucked away. So we each get defeated. And that means that now blood on the altar is really scary. Okay, so we each get defeated, and that sends us to this, right? Does that give us a trauma? I don't remember. Is it? What's the condition for getting a trauma? I don't remember. But we do lose Francis Morgan and Henry Armitage again. And we each get that across time and space weakness, and we each get 1 more XP. But we do get, we do get 3 XP. That's not the worst thing in the world. But we did lose Dr. Morgan. So Dr. Morgan is missing again. Henry Armitage is missing again. And then we each get 1 of these. Right, no trauma because we were just defeated. Okay, all right, that's what I thought it was. I just couldn't quite remember. I think this Daisy deck is a bit too goofy. I wonder if upper level, if changing what I'd upgraded between the games would have been a bit more helpful. I think maybe I wonder if those old books of lores weren't a good call. Oh well. What else am I missing? Right, Armitage needs to get out of the deck. Armitage and Morgan. So they're lost now. Was there anything else? What resolution 2? The investigators were delayed, right. Okay. So here's hoping. Broken Rails is also just a brutal card. I'm thinking maybe Daisy should have had 2 Ward of Protections. I think that wards would have gone a long way. I forgot how dumb not warding this scenario can be. It's been a long time since I've played it and not just been playing a deck with wards already. And the fact that I have all these stupid amount of allies gumming up this deck means I didn't have any. And so I think that a solution to that could have been, instead of these 2 Unrelentings, I took 2 Test of Wills. And I think that the 6 XP that Daisy had sitting around, 4 of it could have gone to Ward of Protections. And I would have been I would have had a lot more time, because how many Ancient Evils did I hit? 3 or just 2? Did I hit all 3? Might have just been 2. No, I hit all 3 Ancient Evils. So, the thing is, though, if I hadn't hit the Ancient Evils, I would have been hitting Cultists. That would have been... Rita can deal with Cultists, and I was going fast enough to kill a Cultist when they popped up. So, I do think that maybe I did get a little rough draws, but having the cancels would have solved it, right? So, that was definitely like an error on my part. That's what I could have done to make that go a bit more in my favor. Anyways, I'm going to have to do some thinking about how I'm going to approach Blood on the Altar, aside from just lucking out intensely. And if Blood on the Altar goes too poorly, then again, that means that as Daisy, I'm going to have to spend 5 experience on a copy of Abigail and 1 copy of Library Docent, eating up 2 more deck slots for her. So if that doesn't go well, that's what's going to happen. And I guess I just need to, do this intensely, that I get 2 Miskatonic people alive after the kidnapping's over. Or not the kidnapping, but the sacrifices and Blood on the Altar's over. And then ultimately I beat Lost in Time and Space. Because if you don't win, you don't get the achievement. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. See you next time.